Hi, everybody. Welcome back to 3 Good Minutes. I'm Jen. This is Ryan. We are Office Created.
You're still doing the introduction.
Yeah.
I think this is like the 67th episode or 70th or something. I think I've done 2. One.
In TV shows, the same person, it's the same intro every time because it gives the show consistency. Just like Riverdale. It's like the same.
That should have been my one good thing last week. Riverdale's back.
I think it already was. You can't repeat one good thing.
But it's back. Anyways,
this is why I do the introduction, because you get sidetracked about Riverdale, and we're talking about interest rates and inflation and important things, and why is everything so freaking expensive? And what does that mean for building out space, the real estate market, making decisions, and trying to buy a house, trying to go on vacation this summer, and what does that mean with the greater economy? And I'm not going to say the R word, but what is going to happen.
Don't say it yet. We've talked about it before. Construction obviously is expensive, but that's kind of old news. It's gotten even more expensive everywhere. I think as you go to the gas pump and you pay $150 here in California to fill 22 gallons, that's crazy. Other parts of the country, it's not as much, but you're just seeing a lot of families having to, and businesses alike, having to make different decisions now in a highly inflationary market. And what does that mean? So we are looking at the R word, maybe, in the not so distant future. And this is the first time we've actually in 10 years, really, other than a brief time during COVID, really seen companies actually start to pay attention to that. We did for a little bit in 2020, and then whether it was artificially propped up by the government, or whether we just saw through it and just kept going, or did what I do for everything, which is just put my head down and just keep going. Yep. Anyways.
Well, no, I think it was interesting that 6 months ago there was a flight to quality. Everyone was like, we're coming back. We want the biggest, the best, the greatest, the biggest house and the biggest office space and the nicest office space. We want Class A buildings and brand new. And then now there's kind of this hesitation and sticker shock of, wait, it's nice to think we can celebrate getting back into the biggest and the best, but can we actually afford it? And what does that mean? If you look around, we see tech companies tightening their belts. We've seen some hiring freezes announced. We've seen the starts to some layoffs. We've seen
lower VC funding.
In VC funding and companies that are going for IPO. And so will this obviously help things get to a point where you can afford what you should be able to afford?
So the short answer is yes, but I think the biggest question we're facing right now is how long is that going to take? Is it 18 months? Is it 24? Is it 36? Yeah, at what point do we get to a place where interest rates aren't going up at levels that many expect them to go up to, and we have that balance that the Fed is trying to find, because I think that impacts, again, all classes of real estate, but not only real estate, but just life in general, and certainly companies making decisions about what their futures look like.
And have we been too reactionary this go around instead of being proactive and seeing what's we all know has been coming? So
how can we help you work your way through that? And that is a question that we have not been asked for many years, quite honestly. So we're looking at different leasehold strategies. We are looking at different construction strategies. We're looking at, how to set up.
Helping landlords find reality.
That is actually that's a great point. Yeah, how to help landlords get to a point where they see that the world is not what it was even 6 months ago, as Jen pointed out. So where do we go from here? I think we don't really know yet, but I think we're right in the very beginning stages of trying to figure that out.
Yep, I agree.
Riverdale is my one good thing, but it's not my turn. So
well, we already shared.
Your one good thing this week.
Since we're going to be date agnostic today, honestly, the bakeries that are inside the Gelsons with all of the little mini cookies are definitely my one good thing this week.
Of all the zillions of things, I never saw that car. Seriously?
They're so good.
Wow. Coming from the girl who doesn't eat sugar. That's fantastic. That's really interesting to learn. Thank you. Jen, for your... Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to pronounce the name.
Gelson's.
No.
Gelson''s.
The bakery, it's got its own name. It's like
Oh, I can't say it either.
Benny's or something.
Yeah, I can't say it either.
All right, I'm Jen. Go get yourself a cookie. This is Ryan.